guys, and welcome to Janet Being Janet. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this real fast. Okay, this is the one I decided to wear. Okay, here's the glasses. You know, because we gotta annoy him, and yeah, he's home. This is the one I decided to wear. I got my ears, and I got my horns, and it's clean until I go out there with the horses. And let me get my whole disclaimer out of the way. You see this horse's butt up on the screen? It's there for a reason. It's because on this channel, all I do is talk crap. I give you my opinions and only my opinions. And that's all I'm here for, is your entertainment and your entertainment alone. Please don't take anything I say as a fact, because I don't say facts. I don't do any more research than what is here. And I don't really claim myself to be a reaction channel. I just talk on the people that I'm talking about. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so this video I'm going to do just a little bit differently, because Beck is responding to Amberlynn. And if you have not watched my response to Amberlynn, like I said, I don't like being called a reaction channel, because I just talk, okay? I just talk. So I just mouth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link my video in regards to Amberlynn and her unapology. I'm going to link it down in the description part. So I'm going to just speak what I feel on Beck's part of it. I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what Amberlynn is saying, so that I don't have to talk about the part that, you know, I've already talked about. I'm going to just give you just a quick rundown of what she says, and then we'll talk about Beck's part and what Beck has to say. So it's going to be a different kind of format, but like I said, I don't want to have to say the same thing that I said last time. I want to leave that part out, and I just want to listen to what Beck has to say about what Amberlynn has said in her unapology, is what I call it. So let's see what she has to say, okay, guys? Well, we're going to try to get through this together, okay? We are. We're going to get through this. Oh, and if you want to not hear my voice and my interruptions, kind of good, kind of Beck, is going to be linked down in that description part of my video here.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be responding to Amber's My Last Response to Beck video.
And we all know that it's not her last response. She's still talking about Beck.
This will be the first time that I will be reacting to one of her videos instead of a reaction channels as a buffer.
And you know what? I think that's a good thing, because of the simple fact of you're reacting to Amber personally, but you're also answering questions of the community and, you know, some of the things they want to know as well. So you're doing both things. So I think that's a good thing for you to do.
The reason for that is because this video seems to be directly aimed at me. So I wanted you guys to get a raw response without any other input on this one.
I understand, because at the same time, I enjoy not watching or listening to any of the videos before I sit down with y'all, so that you get my response and my opinion just straight out, because it's no fun when I know what's being said.
I'm going to try to go into this with an open mind, but I'm not expecting much, as we all know.
Can't really expect too much out of Amberlynn, because, like I said, I guess she's doing this just open, and she hasn't viewed it either, but it's Amberlynn, so you know what to expect. Nothing.
I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it.
Okay, this is her response to Amberlynn, and the whole, I gotta film at 3 a.m. because this is too heavy on me, so Beck's gonna respond to this.
This was so urgent that it took you 10 days to release this video.
It didn't take 10 days, Beck, because of the simple fact of, or I don't think it took 10 days, because this was pre-filmed and pre-recorded and pre-scheduled. So you got to think about that. This isn't current.
I want to thank you for adding me so swiftly to the queue of your videos. I really enjoy my iced tea.
Yeah, because Amberlynn said that she was going to drop some tea on Beck. Y'all remember that? Okay, she's just talking about the whole view of the video compilation that she watched, and how she wants to be held accountable, and she didn't know how Beck actually felt about not wanting to be filmed, and this is Beck's response.
People have been pointing out to you for years that you weren't treating me well. It's not that you weren't aware or that people weren't telling you. It's just that you didn't care. I hope that she says more than just, I take accountability, because
this is all about her. It has nothing to do with you, Beck. This is all about her. That's why she keeps saying I, me. And you should know this after all that she put you through.
saying I take accountability isn't actually taking accountability.
You are completely correct, but Amberlynn does not understand that, and she will not understand that. Okay, Amberlynn just said that both of them viewed this relationship completely differently. Well, because you had the camera, Beck didn't. You were the one that demanded things, Beck didn't.
Yeah, we did view this relationship differently. I was your caretaker and you were enjoying being taken care of without any appreciation for the things that I did.
Okay, Beck, here's the thing. You were her caretaker. You quit your job and Amber was paying your way, doing everything for you, and in all sensibility and in all terms, you worked for her. And you working for her meant that she really didn't have to appreciate you, because most workers aren't appreciated. So she didn't have to look at you as a girlfriend if she was paying you to take care of her. I know that sounds crappy, but
you made me feel like I owed it to you. Everything that I could possibly give and more. I always owed you more.
And you were never going to give her enough, because nothing's ever going to be enough whenever it comes to Amberlynn. Okay, so this part is where Amberlynn was talking about she didn't know that Beck didn't want to be on camera. Beck never told her that she didn't want to be on camera. And Amberlynn was like saying, okay, everything is news to me. I thought it wasn't a problem.
It was not news to you, and it's weird for you to say that it was normal for me to be zoning out and disassociating. You knew why I felt that way, but if you didn't, why wouldn't you ask me what was going on, or why was I acting that way?
When Beck was on her medicine, she did zone out, you know, and just kind of, you could tell she didn't want anything to do with anybody, especially Amberlynn. And Amberlynn did not care at all. Amberlynn does not care about anybody else. People could say, don't put me on camera, and she'd do it anyways. But do you think she was going to ask anybody? No. Because any other character that could be on that vlog to make Amberlynn more enjoyable, Amberlynn's going to put them there, because people aren't, you know, fascinated with her. You know, it's the other people that bring in content for her. She's boring and everybody knows it until you get her behind the scenes.
Why would you just continue filming and let it become the normal? The truth is that you did know, because I had told you many times that I did not want to be on camera. And your response was that I owed you and that it was my job to be in the vlogs and to be on camera.
See, it was your job. Not that you were her girlfriend. It was your job, J-O-B. So you could be fired at any time. So she thought you should have been appreciative that you had a job in the first place. Because didn't she say that y'all shared it and that it was her bank account and you just had the debit card? So you could use it when you needed it? Didn't she say that?
So me acting this way was the result of you not caring, and you knew the entire time.
So Amberlynn just said she viewed her relationship differently than Beck did. Pretty much.
Maybe it's not so low-key, Amber.
It wasn't low-key. It was very, very obvious to people even watching that sometimes Beck didn't want anything to do with Amber. Amberlynn's talking about it's easier for her to be held accountable since the relationship was viewed differently. We're at that part.
Saying I apologize for if you viewed it that way is not an apology. It's not just the way I viewed it, it's what I experienced and what happened to me and what I felt.
That's the thing, Beck. She doesn't care about your feelings, how you felt. She doesn't care about any of that. She wanted to be pampered and taken care of, and the worst thing you did was quit your job. As soon as you quit your job, she had you. You were like property, kinda. I hate to say it. Something that you owned, or she owned at the moment. your services. She can't change their experiences, but you know what? Amberlynn cannot give a valid apology because the simple thing is Amberlynn cannot move on and better herself. That is almost impossible for Amberlynn. It's just who she is as a person. The moment she can better herself is when she can take full accountability and give Beck an actual apology without thinking about herself and what's going to sound better for the audience. That's all Amberlynn cares about. She wants her subscribers to think more of her.
Right, you're not going to change my opinion on what happened because that's what happened.
Beck has a right to her feelings no matter what. And the way Beck, describes how Amberlynn treated her, Amberlynn just treated her like she was a piece of dirt. So Amberlynn owes her more than one apology, in my opinion. She wasn't the greatest girlfriend or the worst girlfriend, and she has taken accountability for the things that she's done, and I call malarkey.
No, you haven't. And saying I take accountability is not taking accountability. I've never seen you take accountability, and I'm still waiting for it in this video.
I'm so glad that you read through her. I really am. And I knew you would read completely through her. The thing is, Beck, you can respond to her, and I'm glad you're finally coming out, and I'm glad you're getting your freedom from her. I am so glad you are not holding it in anymore, because that's what Amberlynn thought you were going to do, is hold everything in, and now you're not. You're becoming your own person, and you were just saying, okay, Amberlynn, you don't win, and she is not liking this. Okay, this is the part where Beck said that she shouldn't apologize. And the apology is not for the public, it's for Beck. And so she wasn't going to apologize to Beck. We're at that part. Come on, Beck. You gotta have something good to say.
What apology? I didn't get an apology.
Well, I guess she's trying to say that she's apologizing to you now, but she's also saying that you didn't ask for an apology, you didn't want an apology, so why should she have to give you an apology? She doesn't. By her word. She's pretty much telling you, Beck, shut your daggum mouth. Quit saying anything in the public. Don't say nothing else. That's what she's telling you.
Those videos where you mistreated me were not private, and neither was all that stuff that you said about me for years.
It's okay for Amberlynn to talk about you, Beck. You're not supposed to be talking about her, though. You know the rules. You were with her long enough to know the rules. She says she's not going to speak about Beck, and she wants everything to be private. She doesn't want it on a public platform, yada, 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 even though she's the one that brought it to the public platform, and she's the one that couldn't quit talking about Beck.
You said you weren't going to speak on me, but then you continued to speak on me, and that's why this entire thing started. And thanks for giving me your permission, but I didn't need your permission to tell my story to begin with.
See, that's what I'm saying. She's pretty much telling Beck, shut up. That's what she's telling Beck, is just shut up. And Beck's not doing it, and so it's just going to make her more irate, and that's why you don't pre-schedule them.
If you're embarrassed to just say any of it out loud, why don't you just say that you did all of it? You didn't have to go through everything I said individually. You could have just took accountability for all of it at once, if that's what you felt you wanted to do.
But she doesn't want to do that whole thing of, and I wouldn't, Beck, if I was you, I wouldn't want a blanket apology, because I just wouldn't want one. I would want her to be held accountable for all the stuff that she did to you, because there's several things that she did to you that she let everybody see that she shouldn't have let everybody see, because that puts you down. And that is not right, and it's not okay, because she was slowly beating you down in your self-esteem. And she should not have been doing that. It's hard for Amberlynn. This is hard for Amberlynn, and she changed a lot. Yep, it's all about her.
We're only halfway through this video, and all I've seen so far is that you have not grown at all. I don't think that you should be the judge of if you have grown or gotten better. And yeah, some of the worst of it happened behind the scenes, but some of it happened publicly.
That's what I'm saying about the whole behind the scenes thing. She's all boring whenever she's on camera, unless she does something and you get to see a little glimpse of her. But behind the scenes, that's where she does her dirty work. That's where she does everything where you're like, okay, now I get it. This is the part where she tells Beck, or she says, and this is a little bit of tea, I loved you, or I love you, or I loved you, and I love you. Yeah, that's what she didn't mean any malice by having Beck on her channel. Bull-archy.
Yeah, we were friendly for like a year until you wouldn't stop talking about me. And I was only really friendly with you because we both still talked to Eric and Ricky and we had to be around each other. So I just wanted to keep things cordial.
See, Eric and Ricky were Beck's friends before Amberlynn. And it's kind of like Amberlynn has this way of manipulating people, and it's like she got Eric and Ricky and she shouldn't have it. They should have stayed friends with Beck.
But I didn't really consider us friends because of the way you treated me throughout the relationship and the way you acted toward the end. And as for the private apology you gave me while drunk, I don't recall that ever happening at all.
It's because she lies. She admits that she lies. And maybe she just believes that in her mind and it didn't really happen.
I know that you didn't say that you loved me or that you still loved me, and I know that you also wouldn't have hyped me up. I also know that I didn't drink with you after the breakup, and I don't recall you ever being drunk around me after the breakup either.
See, she lies. And the person to believe, in my opinion, is not Amberlynn. I believe Beck. I do not believe Amberlynn, not one bit at all.
The only thing that I can think of maybe she could be thinking about is maybe it was in a phone call or a text message, but I honestly really don't think that it happened at all.
Yep, that would be my guess. Amberlynn's just trying to show up for the camera. She's talking about trying to find a positive twist on Beck, exaggerating or, saying that they lied. Bull! You quit that. That's not taking accountability. You quit that.
You cannot take accountability and tell me that I am lying and exaggerating in the same video.
Thank you. Thank you, Beck. We agree on it. Yepers.
I do firmly believe that two things can happen at once. I can be accountable, but I can also be frustrated. But I'm not accountable and frustrated about the same things. Like everyone likes to say, there are three sides to every story. Their side, my side, the truth.
Your side is always lying, though, Amberlynn. You need to start telling the truth so everybody can see the correct story.
I just got so disgusted by that. I just don't know what to even say.
You don't have to say anything, Beck. We know the truth. We do. We watched it. We saw what Amberlynn was doing to you. We saw you zoned out. We saw all that, so you don't even have to speak on it. Yeah, I already gave you my opinion on that, so she's out in left field.
First of all, Amber, you are not Blake Lively. Secondly, it is very common for these types of relationships for the victim and perpetrator to have two very different sounding stories.
Well, that you hear what Beck refers to her as. She's a perp and she's a PDF, I guess is what people are saying. Allegedly. Allegedly, not my words.
It's not because the victim is lying, but because the perpetrator is unlikely to be willing to admit to certain things they did.
She doesn't admit to anything, though. That's the thing. She doesn't take accountability because she doesn't admit to anything. She has really bad memory problems because of PTSD and because she's anxious and things like that. So she's playing devil's advocate and yeah. Same old Amberlynn.
That's a lot of things to blame instead of yourself.
Way to go, Beck. Way to go.
I do believe that she thinks that I'm exaggerating because in her mind, everything she did was not a big deal. But I don't think that she forgot about anything that she did. And it seems pretty obvious that she is aware that everything I've been saying is the truth.
She knows it is. That's why she's coming up with excuses. That's why all she did was come up with excuses. And she's still coming up with excuses. She's like, don't blame me. Blame everything else wrong with me. Wrong with my head. That's why she's like my mental health. My brain health. That's what she's doing. No, it's not. Oh, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. If it's sincere, you can actually look somebody in the face with it. You can't look Beck in the face with an apology. Because you couldn't keep you could not make eye contact with Beck. No way you could. Because it's all a lie and Beck could call you out for it.
Nothing she's said so far has seemed genuine at all. And it does matter that it was behind a paywall. What does she expect me to pay $10 to receive her apology? Which, by the way, was not an apology.
Hey, Beck. Hey, Beck. Genuine and genuine, that's her new word. That's her new word. She won't go look it up in the dictionary, but that's her new word. You know that. Yeah, after you broke up, and after you were on the rebound, and after you were down and out, and, you know, typical Amber fashion.
Do you understand, Amber? Do you understand why I stopped talking to you and didn't want to be friends?
No. Because if she wanted to be friends, you're supposed to be friends with her. It's not about what you want, not about how you feel, not about none of that. It's about her.
But I did apologize to them.
And because she apologized to you, you better take it back. You better not be talking back to her right now. Are you talking back to her? Don't you dare talk back to her.
Never happened.
Oh, Beck, come on now. She's going to talk back to you now. She's going to try to prove you wrong when she don't even know what you're going to say. Just wait. Okay, so she's telling you right now. Okay, just like whenever I said in the last one. The accountability she takes is none. None. And Beck knows this. Because Beck spent so much time around her. And so I don't think Beck expects anything out of her in all actuality. I don't think so, because Beck knows that it'll never come.
That's crazy, because you didn't take any today either.
See? Beck doesn't expect anything whenever it comes to Amberlynn. Because it's all lies. It's all a farce. It's all Amberlynn trying to get everybody on her side. Because she's got a lot of things going on. She really does. She's got a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And not so good things. She's not going to make a list of what she's accountable for and what she's not accountable for. And the only person that she really cares about is Beck hearing it. Amberlynn, you couldn't sit down and write a list. You couldn't. Because there's way too many things. She doesn't want to know what she's accountable for and what she's not accountable for. She couldn't make a list, like I said. Nope, not possible, not humanly possible. None.
I heard you, and I still have no idea what you're taking accountability for.
I know why you're doing this, and I get it. Keep doing the content. She made you content on her channel over and over and over again. You can keep making her content on yours. This is the part where she says Beck can say anything she wants to from this part forward, and she's not going to respond, which we already know that's a lie.
I would say that this is a good performance, but we need some tears.
And Beck, you know she's not going to give tears. So it's not a performance, it's not nothing. It's her being selfish. I love when, okay, she just said she's a flawed individual that can learn. And I love how she says that. I'm not always perfect. I'm flawed. I'm this, I'm that. And she's learned things. But here's the thing. She proves it over and over and over again that that's not the truth. And it just gets me constantly. Amberlynn, act differently. Just if you would learn to hush it, just hush it occasionally, you wouldn't be viewed this way.
Unfortunately, you have not. And hopefully this doesn't mean that you're done growing from this experience, because I haven't seen any growth.
She's not done growing from this experience because she is not growing, period. You can't be done if you don't start. She's learned more about her BPD, so she's become a better parent, better girlfriend, better pet parent, better this, better that, but yet she let Rarity go bye-bye. But she's a better pet parent. And a better girlfriend, but she don't have a girlfriend. She's a better person, but she's still talking about Beck. Okay, Amberlynn.
Amber, you have recently threatened me, your most recent ex, Alexis, and who knows who else. This is behavior you've shown for years.
Yes, Beck. You need to go ahead and put everything out there on the line for her, because she ain't gonna stop, and you know she's not gonna stop.
You've not become better, and how dare you say you've become a better pet parent after recently losing Rarity?
There you go, you get her. You wanted to take Rarity and she wouldn't let you.
I don't know if I should say this, but maybe you should show this apology video to your therapist. If you're not able to see what's wrong with all of this, maybe they can help you.
She's not going to show it. Oh no, she's not going to show it. because she wants her therapist to believe she's made all these changes, and you can tell them all kinds of stuff, and hopefully her therapist can see right through her. And this is where Amber ends it, to where, you know, she hopes Beck does something to protect her, you know, her peace, and she's not going to talk about Beck, which we all know it's a lie. Like I said, come on, Beck, how do you end this?
So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I went into it not expecting much, but I think it was worse than I thought it could be.
You might have expected just a little bit more out of her, and she just went off more on you.
And before I go, I want to thank everyone for being so supportive of me coming forward and telling more of my story. It means so much to me.
We've wanted to hear your story for a while, Beck, because you deserve to tell your side of it, and you shouldn't have let Amberlynn keep you so quiet for so long.
When I started making videos again, I was just fed up and in a really tough spot. I think that without all of your kindness, I wouldn't have felt so confident to come back and talk about all of this again. The reaction you guys have given me has been heartwarming and healing.
That's what you need in your life, Beck. I'm glad that you have gone in a better way, and I'm glad you have someone better in your life, and I'm glad you're happy.
I feared for so long what would happen if I was fully honest. I didn't know if I would be strong enough to take on whatever Amber had to say about me, or handle any negative attention I was bound to receive.
You know that this community is behind you and not Amberlynn.
But doing this and growing this channel with you guys showed me that being genuine goes a long way, and looking back at the past didn't have to be so terrifying. I've been able to speak freely with the confidence to own up to my own mistakes.
There you go. You got to build that confidence up, and you got to face her, and you got to know everybody's behind you, because everybody knows exactly what kind of person she is.
While calling out the things I went through publicly and privately. Gaining this platform and seeing how it brings people together and how what I say and create can inspire others to speak openly and heal means a lot to me.
Do you not remember her saying she didn't want you making money off her name, and she made a bunch of money off your name? Now look at you. Do cha-ching ching all the way home.
I wouldn't have created these videos or this channel without you guys, and I just want you to know how thankful I am for you all. I appreciate everyone for watching, and I know most of you have already seen that Mr. Snowflake has posted a second part to the Q&A.
I ain't even got done with the first part because I did Jordy first. I'm sorry, guys.
So I wanted to let you guys know that that would be my next video. And after that, we should have another live stream before the end of the month. If you guys have any suggestions for what you would like to see in that live stream, let me know in the comments below.
Janet is so far behind, guys. Y'all please don't hold her accountable for anything, because I'm trying, but my editor is... Yeah.
Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
Well, alrighty, Beck. I'm glad that you did your thing, and I'm glad that you told Miss Amberlynn where she could just take it and go. And, guys, that is that. I'm going to try to get this up to you as soon as I can, but don't count on it being tonight, because it's late. Okay, it's late. I got bags under my eyeballs. See that? I'm tired, but I'm going to start working on other videos, because you want to know why? I enjoy doing this. I really do. I have a lot of joy. So I hope y'all have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and hope you remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, because it really can, almost dropped it, make a difference. My husband said he's going to kick my butt if I keep dropping it. I'm in trouble, okay? I'm in trouble. I may be a grown adult, but I'm in trouble. I got to redo that. You don't know why? Because you're not going nowhere without me redoing, or I'm not going nowhere without redoing it. So I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year. Whenever you might be watching this, remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. All right, guys. Yeah, I would be in trouble if I dropped this. I already lost the cord to my fan. I'm in trouble for that. I stay in trouble. Y'all stay in trouble. I stay in trouble with somebody. It's my kids, it's my animals, it's my husband. I'm always in trouble with somebody, okay? So I'm going to go pick on him because I think it's funny. And I want y'all to have a good one for me. All right, guys. Bye.